Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So today's video, what we got going on, I've been gone for a while. We had a swap meet that we were at for like, what it was, 4 days, 5 days, whatever it was. And we're still putting stuff away and whatever, but I wanted to get into the shop and get some stuff done. And I was messing around with these, with manual and also with air flangers. And what I'll do is I'll flip the camera around or get the camera set up, and I'll show you the different style flangers when you're flanging sheet metal to make your life a little bit easier. So stay tuned. All right guys, so what we're talking about today is flangers. And like at Harbor Freight and like on eBay and Amazon, whatever, you can pick up an air flanger like this. I actually did a video on one of these a while back. I was using one of them brand new, pulled it out of the box, plugged it in, just blew the thing all over the place, it destroyed it. So these are very cheaply made, and they can be a pain in the ass. You know, it's one of those things, you get what you pay for kind of thing. And I got this for like 20 bucks, so hopefully this one will work. Or keep working. I've already tried it a couple times. One of the other flangers that you can get for sheet metal is this style here. And this was introduced to me from Paul Lyons. I've seen these before, but I actually got to use Paul Lyons when we were building a drag car in South Carolina. And Paul was showing me this style, and we got to use it on the quarter panel to flange the pieces, and it just worked out excellent. And I really like this style. One of the things I do notice is you gotta be real careful to tighten that jam nut up right here, because the handle will actually start to come loose on you when you're using it. You don't want the handle falling off when you're doing a nice panel and all of a sudden it slips and moves around. So this is the other style flanger, metal flanger, and it's pneumatic because it plugs into an air chisel. And that's how it's ran right there. You know, you spin this around wherever you want it. And obviously if you're running this on a panel, you're gonna be holding it like this. Pull the trigger on the air chisel and go along with it. So this flanger here, I actually made these. This is an old pair of vice grips. And what I did is I took some hardened pieces of steel and I ran a grinder in it, and I got it with that little notch. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that up. There you go. And I ran that so that that notch is like this. And then you put the piece of metal in there, bump it all the way back to the back jaw, crimp it, and it'll put a flange on that piece of metal, piece of sheet metal. And then at the swap meet, day before yesterday when we were there, they had these, I'm not sure what brand these are, but it's not vice grips or nothing, but they actually had these, and these are also a flanger. And I'll kind of show you how they work. Don't mind the camera work. So you can see here, I did a test piece because this air flanger also has a hole punch so you can do spot welds. Wear safety glasses, don't be a dumbass. Like I said, the last one I took out of the box, I didn't think anything was gonna happen. Thank God I had safety glasses on because the thing blew up all over my face and it just had oil and everything all over the shop. So what I'll do, I'll use this piece of, this is 20 gauge sheet metal. This is mostly what we use in our shop. And you wanna flange that panel so that your next panel is not butt welded. And when you have a butt weld, you have two pieces of panel, two panels that are put together, they're butted together like this and you're welded down the center. Well, what happens is when you weld those panels, they always do this. They come up like that. And then that weld sticks up and it's crappy, and when you grind it, it's a pain in the ass. You can do pretty good if you do it with a TIG welder because you don't get as much heat, and it works a lot better. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it up so you can lap these panels over. It's very simple. You hook it up to an air hose, really easily. And all you gotta do is drop this in here until it bumps to the end there, until it's all the way at the end. Hit it, let off, and just move over a 1/2 inch. And just keep doing that. And the thing is you wanna make sure that you have it flanged the correct way when you're doing a panel, because you could flange it this way or put it in this way and flange it. So whatever way you prefer that panel to be is the way you want it to be set up. And then there you go. Simple as that. That's a flange panel. And if you look at it, when you go to weld that, that's gonna be completely flush right there where you weld it. And you wanna come back about a 1/16 of an inch and weld that. And you can weld that with a MIG or a TIG and you'll get a perfect result, so that when you grind that, you're not grinding on the edge of metal, you're grinding on the top of this flat sheet of metal right here, and it blends it in really nice. The other thing is on this tool here, it also has this, which I'm not gonna stick my finger in there, but it has a hole punch. And you can come through when you're ready, move over 1/2 inch or whatever it is, or if you want them at, 1 inch increments. And you got your holes punched, put your panel on, and then you can see on the back side what happens is you got it set up so you can do your spot welds. And then you got a flange panel, which is spot welded together on the back and welded on the front. You'll never get those panels apart. They're gonna be super strong. And that's my favorite way of putting a panel on a car. The next ones are the little ones here, and I'll show you how easily they work. Let me get them set up real quick. These ones are a little different though, because these ones, they don't have a stop. You can very easily weld a stop right here, but there's no stop, because see what happens is you can go too far and that can go past that panel. If you can see that, it can go past that panel and hit the back of the vice grips, which I guess if you wanted to flange that far, that'd be fine. But really you want to go to the end there so that your metal is not coming past those jaws. And then you just crimp it. And then you actually don't have it where it's locking like I just had. You just want to crimp it and move on, But anyway, you get the drift. You see it does the same thing. There you go. You can see how it's flanged right there on this end. And then there's no need for me to show you what this does, because it does the same exact thing. It just crimps it. And like I said, you could weld a stop on your pliers so that when you bring that metal in, if you wanted it 1/2 inch or 1 inch or whatever, you bring it in that far, it bumps that stop. You pull the pliers down, it crimps the panel, it leaves a flange. You move over a 1/2 inch. These are 1/2 inch here. So you'd move over a 1/2 inch. And on this one, these are 1.5 inches. So you move over 1.5 inches every time. And you crimp, crimp, crimp. Really cool trick. And this one's very loud, so I'm not even gonna do it on camera. You guys get the drift. You hook it up to your impact gun and you just, go across the panel. Really simple, really fast, and this one's very effective. But anyways, it's a cool, really cool tool to have in your arsenal of tools in your shop. And I'll keep trying to do videos in the next couple weeks. Maybe tomorrow if I get time. I got some meetings and stuff tomorrow, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just wanted this to be a quick, simple video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below, or if you like something or whatever, just leave a comment down below and let me know what you think, man. And then if you guys can subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it. And anyways, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Later.